Okay, guys, we're going to go to Ask Scruff, and I'm trying to get to camera as quick as I can. I've just picked the message up now, sort of 2 o'clock in the afternoon, because I was in a meeting with Dan. Little salute to you. It was a pleasure speaking to you. And it's, well, let's just say it ran over a little bit longer than we anticipated. But it was lovely speaking to you over the last few hours. And I've come to Ask Scruff. Oh, see that? I didn't even ask for the coffee, but it turned up.
You hinted.
Well, I did hint. Well, I hint a lot of things. Yeah, I'm not getting that either, am I? I will do later. You know what? It's Christmas. It is Christmas. And that's like when you're old, that's what happens. It's like birthdays and Christmases. You know that? You get things on birthdays and Christmas. And
presents, yeah.
Yes. Which leads me in. Why? What did you think I was talking about? Well, it is a present for me, I must admit. But this has turned up. The only thing is, I don't know where it's from. Well, I do know where it's from. Because it had a sort of a postage address on it, but it doesn't say who it's from. So whoever you are, if that looks familiar, give me a shout so I can thank you. But it says fragile and it rattles a bit. So if it's alcohol, it was probably for you.
Why for me?
Because you're a pisshead.
Hey, it said your name on the front.
Well, maybe I'm a pisshead.
Well, maybe.
I'm not really. I'm cutting my alcohol intake right down. Been good.
Even though it's Christmas.
Well, all right, I might ramp it up. So, I'll unveil that in a moment, but let's get to this question. Sorry. Have all the freeloaders fucked off yet? Fucking hope so. Right, for those of you who left, let's get into some serious talk, and then I'll do the unbox. So, I'll flick this over onto the bigger screen so I can talk, and pull this across. Now, one of the reasons why I also mentioned the meeting is the chart that I was analysing with Dan at the time is the same that's been mentioned here. Now, it's pure coincidence that it's the same markets because I never mentioned that I was going to trade this. In fact, I wasn't going to be trading at all this morning because I knew I was in meetings. So, here we are here. And if you haven't seen this before, it's the Discord that I run. There they are. They're just starting to come into Trend Horizon, which is looking at longer term trades, day trade scalps in here, and you can have a bit of a laugh and a bit of a talk in there. And then there's various others like sort of your prop, etc. Anyway, just close that off and let's get into Ask Scruff. So it's for Luca. Lovely to speak to you, kid. I'll try and catch you into one of them lodges actually and have a beer with you. But in the meantime, clarification on pound JPY. Now, we was looking to trade this short at 10 o'clock this morning, which is correct. But by 11 a.m., the bias had switched completely to buy. Now, I'm almost 3 positions into DCA. Should I cut the loss right where it is now, set the limits, or take it as a small profit? Now, it's very easy to say something in hindsight, but you were going short. So the first thing you want to be doing is looking at the overall view of the market. So if the overall view of the market is short, which it genuinely is, because look, it's pulling against that move. It's made no new highs. Therefore, the short is still in play because that's what it's showing. If it's not making new highs, it has to either retrace on itself to a certain level, which would be 50%. Now, that 50% is quite way down in the market. So let me show you where that is, just so you can highlight it. So it started here, got up as high as there. There's a 38 point, but that is approximately where the market is going to try and get to. If I just draw a rectangle on here, so you can kind of see it. That's the area of the bounce if it's going to return to this, okay? And what's it done? Come down, it's bounced, it's going back with a view to get to the 50%. So the elements of a short are still there. Now, I analysed this roughly around the same time you did, but I didn't have it as a buy. I had it as a sell. I know this is a couple of hours out of date because I've just picked up the chart. But when I was doing this, and I mean, I started the meeting in and around sort of 11 o'clock, and then we ran through it for a few hours. I had it as a sell right the way through. So it's a low time frame sell. It is a dominant sell in the face of the buy, which is why I'm looking at the retracement. So I'm not rightly sure where your change is, but let's have a little look at it. So if you were selling this at 10 o'clock, where would that be? That's this candle here. Okay. There. All right. I still can't see where it changed over into a buy, but we'll just assume that there's your 10 o'clock candle, which closed at 11. There is the point of resistance here, an area of interest. In order to make a decision, you kind of want that to be on the other side, but then it came straight down. Now, if you're 3 entries in, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5 is kind of up here, you're not a million miles away from where I would be. That would be 1, 2, 3. I'd look to get out in and around this area, which would have been roughly break even, or try and hold it to this level, which would have been a half decent profit. If it had got over the line, I'd be looking just to get out. Now, if I take this into 5 minutes, you'll kind of see the makeup that I was looking at. So this box here is the trade element that Dan and I were looking at. So I was looking to go short on this box here, along here, because I sort of got into it a little bit later. I watched the pullback, or we watched the pullback. We saw it come down, showed its hand, looked for the break of this sweep, and then it was the continuation down. I targeted into 15 pips, which was this green line here. So it was down to there. And then there's my DCA points running up. So boom, 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 boom. And then eventually up there would have been my point of pain where I was wrong. If it breaks through there, I'm just looking to get out. And if I can't get out, when it gets into there, that would have been me done. So in answer to the question, should you take a small profit, kill it, whatever, as long as your premise of the trade is still in play, in other words, you can still see your trend and you can still see that it's doing roughly what you're after, then fine. Kind of live with it and manage it. Now, you either manage it into a small loss or a small profit break even. That bit kind of self-explanatory. If the trend and the trade idea is completely broken down and you can't see what you originally were trying to achieve any further, then the sensible choice is to kill it. Just get out. Because you're better off taking a smack. Say, I don't know how far you're in, but let's just say it's sitting and it's a 30 quid loss at this moment in time. You're better off just taking the 30 quid, accepted, than living on a prayer and that 30 quid becoming 300. Because we've seen that happen on many occasions. It's the principle of I'd rather have a slap in the face than a kick in the bollock. And that's the easiest way to do it. But if you can still see the premises, then trade it out and follow the rules set. I have mine. You can put in whatever rules you like, but mine are 1, 2, 3. I will run them into target if I can get them. 4, I'm looking to get out, but I'll try and hold it to where I got in, so I'll still get paid. And 5, I just want to get out. So they're the rule sets that I take. And I hope that helps you. Now, let's have a little look, see what this is. So it's Christmas, so we'll put the bar humbug out. Christmas hat. Where's your Christmas hat? Or why isn't it on your head? Where's the basket? Well, why isn't it on? Is it not Saturday night? Will be. Here, play with you, Willie. You play with that while I play with this. Do you want me to get my lightsaber? You want to see my lightsaber? There you go. Got a big red end on it.
Yeah.
Christmas. I love Christmas. Right, boys and girls. Now, I've taken the outer packaging off because the last time I did one of these, for Echo Base, that's behind me, let's just say it didn't go well. In fact, it went catastrophically wrong. So I'm prepared this time, but I haven't switched the light on. So I'll do that now. Then we'll see it. Right. Get the coffee, because we know Scruffy likes it coffee. Oh, that's quite nice. Lovely. Right. Da-da, 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 da-da. Oh, that didn't bloody work, did it? Twink. I had this great idea of using a pen and it's really working. So this idea of being prepared was no good. Well, there would be, but you left the basque down. Get off! Crazy cow.
It's so nice. We'll see you in the Christmas spirit.
Bar bloody humbug.
The hat.
Holy crap. Right, okay. My unboxing skills are rapidly going downhill. It's just as well I can fucking pray for them. Right. Arseholes. Fucking hell's tea. What is this shit? We're nearly there, boys and girls. Oh, it's upside down.
Yeah, well.
Shut up.
What? Honestly.
Oh, BlackBull. I know who sent it. It's from my pals in BlackBull. I know quite a few of the guys in the office, and they've sent me a gift, a corporate gift, because I do quite well with them. It's quite good, isn't it? Mm-hmm. I bet. I don't know what it is.
Well, you think you open it the right way.
Well, we'll find out.
It's in, it sounds like a liquid.
So, BlackBull. Now, it's a broker that I use, and this will be from Victor. Let's salute to you, Victor. I'll speak to you soon. BlackBull. Good. What have they sent me? Ooh. Right, so I've got me coffee mug. Nice. I've got loads of these pens. And oh, what's that? Anybody know what this is? Yeah, figure out what that is. It looks like a phone charger of some description. There you go. There's some instructions. Ooh. Nah, but I've got Yoda. What's this? Ooh. What else have we got? Oh, I've got two of them. No, I haven't. Oh, I've got a fan. Super. Is it a good fan? Right, so we're doing well here. So we've got we're BlackBull mug. That's fantastic. I've got me fan because it gets bloody hot in here as well, actually. So I'm really pleased with that. There you are. You can... What else? Oh, what's this? This as well. I've got loads of these bloody cabley things. So that's a cable for that. Right. Okay. What's this? What is this? Oh, it's my pen holder. We've got pen holder. I'll move there. What's this? Oh, great. I'll keep asking them for them.
What is it?
It's a writing notepad thing. Oh. And a new, you can have this one. Because I've got one. Super duper mouse mat. How's that? Oh wow, there you are. You can have that as well.
That was a surprise for you.
It was a surprise. I know Victor said he'd be nice to me, but this is wonderful. Oh, what's that? Whatever that is. Oh, wow. Broke that. Well. Happy days. Thank you very much, Victor. I'll speak to you soon, and we'll catch up. They were really pleased because when I was doing the conferences last year, they thought they went down a storm, and I'm in the good books. So happy days. Oh, wow, I'm really pleased. So I hope that's helped you, Luca. I really do. I'm quite pleased. What the hell is this? I don't. Hold on. That goes there like that.
I've done that, I told you.
So that must go there like that. And it must charge the phone. I think. I don't know. Possibly. Who knows? Anyway, it's a phone thingy. I've got one there. Right. Happy days. So, Scruff's a happy boy. I'll get a present off you now. Showing the lightsaber with the red end.
Oh, can you now?
Yeah. You were listening, where? What did you think I was talking about? Oh, that's right. You'll be thinking about Willies again. Right. So as always, boys and girls, trade well, keep your risk managed, but above all, do what you love. And the money will. See you all in the next one.